So today is the day. We're going to be talking about my wardrobe. You can call it a capsule wardrobe, a minimalist wardrobe, whatever you want to say. If you notice, I pretty much wear the same outfits in all of these YouTube videos, and it definitely extends outside of YouTube here. My wardrobe's pretty inexpensive and simple, and to be frank, a little boring. But I suppose that's kind of the point with a minimalist wardrobe or capsule wardrobe. You know, it's efficient and simple and stylish and effective. So I figured now would be as good a time as ever to talk about my wardrobe and why I dress the way I do, and to kind of showcase all of the simple pieces I own. And before we get into the meat of the video here, if you're wondering where this sweet watch came from, a few of you already have been in the recent weeks. I've been wearing it. Today's video is sponsored by Nordgreen. They make really great Scandinavian minimalist style watches. I'll be talking a little bit more about them at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. But let's get into the wardrobe.
I have 8 t-shirts, 4 black and 4 gray, 2 button-up shirts to be dressed up or down, 3 pair of jeans, black, dark blue, and gray, 3 crew neck sweatshirts, 1 black, 1 gray, and a lightweight heather. For my activewear, I have 2 pairs of shorts for around the house, 2 for exercising and going out, and 2 pair of sweatpants. For my formal wear, I have a gray 3-piece suit I bought for my wedding, along with a white dress shirt and a charcoal blazer. For outerwear, I have a rain jacket, heavyweight winter jacket, and a zippered sweatshirt. My footwear includes black dress shoes for formal occasions, brown boots that can work with a suit or a t-shirt, beat-up sneakers for hiking and outdoor projects, and my Nike Kill Shots that I generally wear every day. I also have a black and brown belt, a gray tie, a black tie, and a few pocket squares to add some interest for formal outfits. Next is my mask, my black 5-panel cap, along with my Nordgreen watch and a Timex weekender.
So the main idea for my wardrobe, and really any capsule or minimalist style wardrobe, is just to be simple and efficient. And anyone that's not familiar, a capsule wardrobe is essentially the idea that every piece of clothing that you own is going to work and match with every other piece. So it's a great way to maximize the amount of combinations and outfits with a pretty minimal amount of clothing. So generally when I'm buying something new, I want to make sure that it works with basically everything that I own. The last few years I've been really leaning back into more of a gray and black color scheme. Right when I lost weight in 2015 and 2016, I had done a lot of fashion experimentation. I was really heavy for most of my life and couldn't fit into a lot of the clothes I wanted to, so I had this rapid surge of trying new styles and colors, and a few years later I've kind of resorted back to my blacks and grays that I grew up with in my teenage years. If I did my edit the way I planned on, you've already seen my whole wardrobe, so most of the clothes that I own were either thrifted secondhand or from just really basic places like Amazon or Target for a lot of my basic t-shirts. Ideally, with my fewer items, I would have all high quality, top-notch stuff. I do have a few really nice pieces, but the majority of everything I own is pretty basic or was used when I bought it. And I think that's an important thing to remember for anyone that is, idolizing a capsule wardrobe or wishing they could have that, sweet minimalist design aesthetic. You don't have to spend a ton of money. You really don't need to be buying everything all at once. I've slowly morphed into this capsule wardrobe over the course of many years. Figure out what brands and fits and styles that really work and fit best into your life before you make the plunge and buy multiples. I am someone that's never in a big rush for the clothes I buy. I get a lot of questions about the hat that I wear in these videos. I wear this hat pretty much everywhere nowadays. I spent over a year casually looking at thrift stores before I found the hat that I wanted to buy. Make sure when you're buying something, the fit is perfect and you absolutely love it, because if there are any flaws in that piece of clothes that you're about to buy, you're probably going to wear it once or twice and it's just going to sit in the back of your closet collecting dust. Make sure that you're going slowly and intentionally with building your wardrobe. A lot of this is against that fast fashion mentality, and I know I'm a little bit guilty with my cheap shirts here. Long term, as these wear out, I would obviously prefer to get higher quality, more ethically sourced material brands, but in the meantime, I'm just going to make sure that I'm not buying in excess. You know, I don't need a lot of clothes, and I'm in an especially great scenario now personally with doing a lot of work from home. You know, my needs for clothing diversity aren't that big, and even when I did work in a regular workplace before I went full-time with my videography and YouTube, you know, you don't really need that many different pieces of clothing to get a good amount of outfits for a proper workplace or for casual nightly outings. I think also too, with the capsule wardrobes, it just allows you to have these nice little accent pieces and focus on more subtleties with your fashion, like different textures and fabrics and finishes and accessories like hats and watches and things like that. I'm a big fan of, you know, accessorizing because the wardrobe is more simple. You know, you can do more things like pocket squares with formal wear, you know, watches with a t-shirt, you know, nice hats, things like that. Another aspect I wanted to touch on is just the efficiency of knowing that everything that you own matches with everything else. You know, you don't need to waste a lot of your brain power on dressing yourself every day. I know it sounds simple, but I am a big fan and advocate of that, you know, Steve Jobs uniform mentality. I think there's something to be said with just the efficiency of not really needing to think or worry about what you're wearing every day, and you can free up your minds for bigger and better and more meaningful things. Before we go any further, I wanted to talk about today's sponsor, that is Nordgreen. They make these awesome watches. It's a minimalist Scandinavian design. I'm all about this sort of aesthetic, obviously, and I'm sure a lot of you, if you're watching this channel, are too. They reached out a little while ago and asked if they could send me out a watch to try and to sponsor one of the videos, and after looking through their website and catalog, it was a resounding yes for me. All the watches looked really great, and they were in a pretty reasonable price point. Most of them are going to be between $100 and $300, so definitely not too bad for a higher quality watch. But outside of the cool aesthetics, they really have some good practices in terms of their company. You know, they use all recycled packaging for their watches, but then they also have a give back program. When you purchase a watch, you get a few different options to help different parts of the world. So the first option you have is to donate clean water to a family in Africa for 2 months, or you have the option of providing education for a child in India for 1 month, or third, you can donate to have 200 square feet of the Amazon rainforest preserved. They did actually provide me with a coupon code. It's JOSHF, J-O-S-H-F. You get 15% off your watch if you choose to buy one. I've been really happy with mine the last few weeks, so I'd strongly encourage, if you do need a watch, go check it out. So thank you to Nordgreen for helping support the channel and making this video possible. In summary with everything, you know, when you're building a capsule wardrobe, make sure that you're going slow and being intentional with your purchases. You don't need to overhaul your entire wardrobe and cull out everything with color in it. Take it slow, take it easy, you know, learn what works and fits best into your life. You also want to make sure and check your thrift stores. You never know what gems you're going to find. This hat was $80 new or something when I looked it up, and I think I paid $15 for it, which was even expensive for a second-hand pickup, but it was perfect. I know that because I waited over a year to find the perfect hat. So go slow and be intentional, and make sure that you're checking those second-hand stores and embrace that uniform mentality. Reduce some of that decision fatigue in your life, and I really hope that you enjoy, you know, a capsule wardrobe like I have. I would love to talk to all of you about it more in the comments, so let me know down below. Do you have a capsule wardrobe, or what do you like about your wardrobe? What do you think could use improving? Let's have a discussion and get that going. But thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you in the next one.